Hello world. Hey church. Different camera again. Sorry, so I keep looking at the wrong screen. Hope everybody's week is going well. Give a couple of seconds or a minute or so for people to jump on. All here? Close enough. So welcome to Wednesday night. Just going to give you a quick update just to check in with you. Let you know what's been going on since Sunday. If you weren't watching Facebook yesterday, then you may not know. Yesterday we in conjunction, in partnership, we gave out 2,500 sheets of drywall off the campus. Everything was really put together by the Rotary Club and GEM, which is GEM, Global Empowering Missions, out of Miami. They're a partner of ours that has been giving us stuff for under the church to give away. So Craig gives some of that stuff away from the market, and then periodically, just daily, we'll get shipments from that crew of things that we can give away and help our islanders out. So, sorry, they've been a great partner for us. Looking forward to continuing that. We did decide that after we did it yesterday, we're going to, you know what, I'm going to tell you that in a minute because I want more people to be on here when we tell exactly what we're going to do about that, because I think that's fun, or what we're going to do is fun. You may not think so. Quite a few of you have stopped by lately, which is awesome, and you're all saying the same thing. Holy cow, this is a lot different than I thought it was going to be or what it looks like on video. I won't ever be able to explain it to you unless you come and see it. I'd love to give you a tour. If you're ever in town, if you're ever around, you want to come by, I'll give you a tour of the building if we can, and then of what, the campus, and see what's going on here, and just let you see what goes on a daily basis here, because it really is, the word we use is nuts, because it is that way, because there really is a lot going on. We wouldn't have thought I never would have thought we've been doing, as a church, that we'd be doing this much right now as we are. But it takes all the partners that we've got to get it done over at the kitchen. Y'all saw the video last week on Thursday Q&A of them cooking those barbecue chickens. We've had barbecue chickens a couple of times. We have these great meals from FK Your Diet. I encourage you to go to fkyourdiet.com and check out all the other things that they help out with around the county, around the state. They're an amazing group of people. I am humbled by the amount of work those guys do. It's just blowing my mind to see them come alongside us and help us out. So if you're gonna still be praying for us, if you hear me in my nasal share in, I got it again this week. It's just the sickness, this crud stuff. It could be our environment some, but it's just a nasty little sickness. So I apologize for the noise, or the noise, for the nasalness that you're hearing out of my voice. I'm going to read, I'm going to do our verses first. Sometimes I do announcements and then we talk about verses, and it sounds like I'm pushing our verses away. But I'm going to read the verse that we did Sunday, because I think it's not fitting. It's not like there's a problem or anything like that. It just speaks. But I'm going to jump up to verse 9 instead. I'm going to read quite a few verses. So I'm going to read actually 9 to 21 from Romans 12 right now. Love must be sincere. Hate what is evil. Cling to what is good. Be devoted to one another in love. Honor one another above yourselves. Never be lacking in zeal, but keep your spiritual fervor, serving the Lord. Be joyful in hope, patient in affliction, faithful in prayer. Share with the Lord's people who are in need. Practice hospitality. Bless those who persecute you. Bless and do not curse. Rejoice with those who rejoice. Mourn with those who mourn. Live in harmony with one another. Do not be proud, but be willing to associate with people of low position. Do not be conceited. Do not repay anyone evil for evil. Be careful to do what is right in the eyes of everyone. If it is possible, as far as it depends on you, live at peace with everyone. Do not take revenge, my dear friends, but leave room for God's wrath. For it is written, "It is mine to avenge. I will repay, says the Lord." On the contrary, if your enemy is hungry, feed him. If he is thirsty, give him something to drink. In doing this, you'll heap burning coals on his head. Do not be overcome by evil, but overcome evil with good. When I read that, we're prone to think that evil's not really a thing. that everybody is inherently good, and that's actually a teaching of the world, is that everybody is good at their core. That's not true, biblically speaking. Everyone's actually evil at their core. You and I are born evil, and if we're not careful, the evil's what comes out all by itself. You don't have to work to let evil come out. You actually have to work to keep the good coming out, because God tells us that you're the one, that your inner evil is always trying to get out. It's pushing its way. So it is really just on its own. You just if you wake up and don't pay attention, you can do some pretty good evil really quick. You have to really strive to not do evil. And that's why he says that, do not be overcome by that, because it's going to overcome you. It will just automatically take over. You will be known as this evil thing. People can see it in your life, in your words, in your heart, in your actions, in your attitude. He just says, don't be overcome by that, but overcome evil with good. And we didn't really speak about that a lot Sunday, but I just wanted to emphasize, do not be overcome by evil. The evil automatically does it. And then he tells you what you've got to do. You've got to overcome evil with good. So the work is on our side. We are the ones who have to overcome evil with good. Can't do it on your own. It's not a you thing. It's a God thing. It's you, and it's Jesus inside of you that comes out, that overcomes the evil, because he is the only thing good. Don't believe it that good's an automatic. When you meet someone, you need to look at them with the eyes of God, meaning that he wants you to share him with them, and he wants you to meet needs, as it just said. Don't be proud, willing to associate with whoever, taking care of others, honor one another above yourselves, but also know that evil's out there. Evil's at work. And just like you can't do these things and show evil, you got to understand that evil is always at work all the way around us. So some wisdom, some discernment is always in order. But he wants us to make sure we're doing the work to allow God to come out of us and be the good that overcomes evil. All right, so that's your lesson for Wednesday, for this week, to be thinking about the work that's involved, to keep Jesus on the forefront of your heart and mind, so that he is what comes out of you, not yourself, and not the evil that wants to pull out of you, but him. All right, so let me get to the update now. Back to what we said we were going to talk about. So we did 2,500 sheets, the Rotary Club, and then we just sort of helped. We're gonna jump on there with them this time. We're gonna give away 6,000 sheets of drywall. That's our number. Our goal is to do this February 21st. Yes, that's 3 weeks. It cost. Are you sitting down? $170,000 to give away 6,000 sheets of drywall. That includes the mud and the screws and the tape for 25 sheets of drywall per person. That's crazy, but I know we can do it. Here's how we're going to do it. I'm going to ask you, give like you've never given before if you can. Everything we collect that says hurricane, just says hurricane. If you don't want to give to this, you don't have to. You can still give to the stuff that we're doing and going on. Everything that comes in between this Wednesday and next Wednesday that's labeled hurricane. It's just harder for us to get special things set up on the website. That's the only reason we do it this way. 1 week between tonight, and next Wednesday night, same time, everything that comes to our website under the donate button that says hurricane is going towards the 6,000 sheets of drywall. You're going to have to dig deep, and you're going to have to contact people that have not ever given to Beach Baptist before just for this. You're going to have to reach out. It's going to require your network to get this done. Now, the other thing you can do, if you have contacts at a Menards, a Home Depot, a Lowe's, who else sells drywall? Oh, somebody said there's a drywall wholesaler up north called gypsum board, or I don't know. That's what drywall is made out of, in case you're wondering. Gypsum. If you know somebody that just wants to give some drywall, do it. Call them. Now, to get a company to give drywall, you're going to want to get them to give you 1,000 sheets or so. It's not going to really be worth it if they don't give us, a decent number because of the shipping and the getting it down here. Logistics are already in place here to get it given away. Starbucks has already agreed to help us. They had over 100 volunteers. So all over our county, they did 7,000 sheets in total, 2,500 from our campus, 7,000 all over the county. We're doing 6,000 just on our campus, just on our beach. 25 sheets per resident with the driver's license that comes to get it. That's our goal. February 21st. Look, we're just planning like it's going to happen. You talk about some faith stuff. The girls at the Rotary Club looked at me and was like, do you think we ought to wait to announce it before we get it? No, we're just going to do it. Let's just do it. All right? Pass this along. You've got to get help. You've got to help. Listen, for the 2,500 sheets that we gave away, there was, and this is not a preacher exaggeration, 4 miles of cars lined up. 1.5 miles or so, just a little more than that, to the south of us lined up. It was to the Catholic Church to get to our campus to get drywall. The other direction got backed up so far that the sheriff department had to reroute traffic around the neighborhood and come in Connecticut Street. Nobody that came in that direction got drywall. There was a lot of upset people that way. The sheriff department told us that line was a little over 1.5 miles long as well. Crazy it blew everybody's minds that were here. That's why we know there's this huge need for it. No, it wasn't contractors coming and getting stuff to make it. No, it wasn't. It was residents of Fort Myers Beach and the real close surrounding areas that needed help with drywall. We're going to do it again right here on our beach. I can't wait to see how we get this pulled off. We're going to ask Beach Talk Radio to stick that out there. They already know about it. They'll broadcast some, but we're just going to do it. But you got to jump on here. You got to send this to everybody you know. Listen, if you got a rich friend, they need to watch this video because we need all your rich friends for this one. $170,000 in 3 weeks is crazy. Or drywall. Got it? We already have some people that's calling up to the Menards, I think, and blast them. Just blast them. We need 6,000 sheets of drywall on our campus by Tuesday, February 21st at 9 a.m. because that's when we're going to give it away. So there you go. You got that. Can't wait. It's going to be fun. All right. So I told you about that. That's awesome. Your advisory council is meeting tomorrow night at 7:30. We're taking a pretty major, 2 really major votes. You'll get an email about those votes from them that you're going to vote on Friday. You have 1 week to return your votes about those things. And then we're just kind of just moving along. So every time we give out an opportunity to vote, you got 7 days for the discussion of that. You discuss it back to me or to the council members. You'll probably have all that information. But that starts Friday this week. So I'm looking forward to that meeting tomorrow night. Probably going to be a long one. They're probably not looking forward to it. It's okay. But they're a good bunch of people, good bunch of guys that are just committed to seeing this thing go on forward because it is. Tomorrow, Q&A is going to be at, I have a doctor's appointment. Okay, we're still going to do 11 o'clock tomorrow, Q&A. Facebook only. You can add your comments. Now, if you don't have Facebook, but you want a question answered, you can email it to me tonight, Shawn@beachbaptist.org, SHAWN@beachbaptist.org. If you don't want to mess with comments tomorrow during the day, but you've had some questions and you want to get them answered, send it to my email tonight, and I will answer those questions on the Q&A tomorrow at 11 o'clock. You want me to be real? Or I don't know if you want me to be real or not, because I'm going to be real no matter what. Let's just be real with you. So there's this one question that came up that was, so we got that $10,000 from the Women's Club of Fort Myers Beach. They gave us $10,000 to help with feeding or to feed Fort Myers Beach. So someone questioned, where did all that money go? I didn't laugh. Tomorrow I'm going to actually take you on a tour and show you where the money goes. Every single dollar. You're going to get a report after tomorrow night's meeting for October, November, December. Financial report shows you where every dollar of money went. The $10,000, you won't get that report till February 15th when the January report comes out, because that check was given in January. But I'm not going to lie, that bugs me when somebody would ask, Well, I don't, because it was asked in a way that was accusatory of that the money's not being spent correctly. I just want to tell you, we are being upfront and as accountable and transparent as we possibly can be. Every single one of you, even if you're not a member, if you're watching this, you are welcome to come here any day. And I will get you the contact information for our accountant that follows every single dime. He is certifying where every dime goes. He is watching where every dime goes and can show you where every check went in and where all that money goes right back out again. We could not manage the accounting. That's why we had you vote to agree to hire that group. So I just wanted to say that because that was a question. But many of you may have that question or another question. I just want you to be able to ask them. Always ask them. Always, always ask them. I have never laughed at anyone for asking a question. That could be wrong. There was a couple of weird questions that came, but they're personally, right, face to face. I didn't maybe laugh about those. It was about some sewer stuff. It was funny. You'd have laughed too. But I don't usually laugh about questions. So we'll always get you the answer. We are, and I say we, meaning me, Sherry Ann, Mally. Sherry Warren is here helping us like crazy now. We have Debbie underneath at the kitchen tent. We have Doug from FK Your Diet and all their team. Every single person is above board, on board, and watching every single money piece that comes through this door and making sure it's spent wisely and correctly. So always ask. Don't ask accusatory. If you haven't been here, just ask and we'll tell you for sure and get you all the information. So I say that kind of came up today. So I just wanted to say that. I just want to say that. I hope it doesn't sound too mean. I'm not meaning to be mean, but it's hard to be here every single day watching. Yeah, I work. Absolutely. We put in a lot of hours. I'm not talking about me, but watching the hours that get put in collectively all over this campus, if I were to add them up, it would blow your mind. But when I see that and then something silly like that gets asked, it's kind of heart-wrenching sometimes. But anyway, and actually the person asked the question didn't even ask me. They asked some other people instead of asking me. So that's bad. That's bad. Let me tell you, it's wrong. You need to just ask me to talk to me. I'll show you. Anyway, all right, enough of that. Q&A tomorrow, 11 o'clock. If you're not going to be on Facebook, you don't want to get on there, or you don't want to, I never reveal who asked me questions on the Q&As and things like that. So if you want to ask the question privately, just text me or email me, and I'll respond to your question without telling necessarily who asked the question. So still got some anonymity there. Look, I'm looking like I got help down here. Nobody's with me tonight. So Q&A tomorrow, got it, 11 o'clock tomorrow. Be watching your emails Friday. They are coming out. That is a promise. You're getting something to vote on Friday. Giving statements. Y'all should have gotten an email today about your giving statements. If you want a giving statement, we do not just send giving statements. We have so many people who give little bits throughout the year that our database of givers is crazy large. So we do not just send a giving statement to every single person. Anybody that requests a giving statement gets their giving statement. So office@beachbaptist.org. In the subject line, you put giving statement. Provide me with your full name and address, and we will PDF email you back your giving statement. And what we're doing is sending that up to the CPA. She's sending it out to us. So if you want your giving statement, be sure and request it, but you got to send an email request to office@beachbaptist.org. All right. That's all I got for tonight. I can't wait to see you tomorrow at 11. I love doing the 11 o'clock better than I love doing tonight. Oh, sorry. Almost forgot. There you go. Somebody sent me there was a question, another question. That was, what do you see the future of Beach Baptist being? And I know this isn't Q&A. This is better for you tonight. Let me tell you what the future looks like. It looks like today. That's what the future looks like. It is chaos controlled, meeting the needs of our community and loving on people because God gave us a heart to do so. That is what I envision Beach Baptist Church to look like. Not necessarily in the future, but now. And for doing good now, it'll just keep going. That's what we want to have. That's what we're going to build. That's what we're going to be. Community-driven place. Listen, I love today's, tomorrow's, Mondays, way more than I love on Sundays. But most of you already know that. Because it's the interaction, it's the doing, it's the hands and feet of Jesus that really, really matter. I know everybody loves Bible studies. I love Bible study. I love my own Bible study more than I love Bible study with you. Bible study is not the place that the Bible talks about koinonia, the fellowship. That's not what it's talking about. It's talking about the gathering together. It's the getting together. It's the taking care of business stuff, meaning helping people, serving people. That's the koinonia. He never meant for us to hole up just inside of our building. And you all know that. That was just been on my heart today. After that question was what the future looks like. It looks like today. That's what the future is, today. That means, I don't even know what that means. Come hang out with us. You'll see what it means. You want to learn what Beach Baptist actually is? Come show up any day. Or holler, watch the Facebook Live Q&A, because tomorrow we're going to show you what Beach Baptist is on a Thursday. And it looks pretty much like it does on a Wednesday and a Monday and Saturday and even Sunday after church. Same way. All right. God bless you all. Thanks for tuning in. We love you. Thanks for being a part of Beach Baptist. If you didn't sign up for your emails, you might not have got one today. So if you didn't get an email today, that means you got a problem with what we saw in Planning Center. We always tell you that. So contact me direct at sean@beachbaptist.org, and we'll make sure your Planning Center stuff is straightened out. All right? God bless. Let me pray for you, and then we're going to sign out of here tonight. God, we just thank you for the ability to do what you have us doing. I'm amazed at being a part of it. I'm amazed at the people that are out on this planet watching right now, wherever they are. Thank you for their heart. We couldn't do it without them, and you know that. And it sounds silly to even say, but I'm just thankful to be alongside of them. Thank you for the people who are walking on this campus and receiving your love from them. Thank you for all the hands that are participating in that and helping with that. I thank you, and I love you. In your name we pray. Amen. Thank y'all. We'll see you tomorrow, 11 o'clock.